Hey guys, welcome back to Drew's Forge. Today we are going to be doing a practice run. I'm going to try my hand at some canister Damascus. If you don't know what Damascus is, if you've ever seen knives that have the wavy patterns going through it, that's Damascus. Well, that's what they call pattern welded Damascus. True Damascus is something that was done centuries ago, and it's a whole long thing. If you're really interested, you can Google it. It's quite an interesting read. But otherwise, let me show you what we got to do to get set up. Okay, so here is our canister. I've lined it, we'll see, with whiteout. That's so the steel doesn't stick to the can. I can peel it off, in theory. So what we're going to start with is some 1084 powdered steel. I don't know if you can see that. The sun's too bright. Looks like this. And I can't just put that in there. We won't have a pattern. So I got these drill bits and a couple pieces of leaf spring. Those are still hot because I ground them. I got to grind the rust off the drill bits because we want everything to be clean. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just tried to clean off the drill bits and they threw 0 spark. So I don't want them in here. I want what I know is hardenable steel like the leaf spring here. So we're going to go with the leaf spring and some ball bearings. Yeah, so that's going to be it. I'm going to cut this up into little cubes and we'll have a little cube roundy thing going on here. So be right back. Okay, so I got everything chopped up. I'm going to have these little cubes here with these ball bearings and inside of a canister. So what's going to happen is we're going to take the steel, this powder steel here, and we're going to put it, hopefully that whiteout's dry, in like so. And let's add a couple ball bearings, square, and another square. How? Ooh, that was still hot. So now add some more powdered steel. A couple more ball bearings. More pieces of square. Add some of these smaller ball bearings in there. This is the lid from my wife's candle. Don't tell her I'm using it. Alright, so I'm going to switch to the vise because I asked her to hammer this to make sure it gets packed in there nice and tight. So we'll be right back. Okay. Don't want that to happen. So I add some squares. Those are still really hot. Add a couple more ball bearings here. You know what? Go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That should finish it off. Now we just got to pack it with the powdered steel nice and tight, and then weld the top of the canister on. And then it's time to fire. You know what? This one's not going to work. We're going to take you out. I know this is so entertaining, isn't it? So what I'm attempting here is to get this packed nice, pardon me, I can't talk today, nice and tight, and it's feeling good. So now I'm going to give it another little spoonful here. Yeah, I think that's good. Of course I wouldn't know. This is my first time ever doing it. So let's see how it goes. All right. You're going on time lapse to watch me weld. Okay. Fuck. So I got it all welded. It is hideously ugly because I kept finding pinholes, and we don't want that. We don't want pinholes. But because I'm a horrible, horrible welder, I was leaving pinholes. So you can see I just dumped it all up and welded a handle on it. So hopefully that works. It's time to fire the forge and see if this is a success or if it's a failure. I don't know. Hoping it's a success. Shit's expensive. So I have the canister in the forge. Now this is two tests. One, am I able to do canister Damascus? Two, will my forge get hot enough to do canister Damascus or any Damascus? So I got it cranked all the way up, and we're gonna find out. So now we wait. Okay, so I've had the canister soaking about 10 minutes or so. Because the sun's on my forge, I can't really tell if it's at that yellow, white hot heat or not. But I'm going to pull it out and get it in the shade, and then see where we're at. So I'm only doing very light taps to kind of set everything. You don't want to start beating on it like crazy, at least from what I've read and watched. So we're going to do this a few more times. I'm not going to make you guys watch the whole process. We'll switch it to time lapse for you. But I need to get my other glove because that was stupid hot. We're making some canister Damascus. problem. That last round that I just did, the end opened up where my weld wasn't so good, which we kind of knew was going to happen. I said I'm a horrible welder. But there's a bright side. I didn't see any sparks, so I think the billet on the inside is actually taking the weld. I know from what I've watched and read, when a weld pops and you see sparks coming out, that's your powder. Your powder will make sparks, like 4th of July kind of shit. But I didn't see that. I seen the weld open up, but I didn't see any sparks, so fingers crossed. Alright, so that last heat, I was beating the holy crap out of it. I don't know if we succeeded yet or not, but let me show you. Right there, that's the spot that opened up. I mean, this thing is stupid hot. So I'm going to let it cool for a minute, and then we'll cut the canister off and see what we got. Alright, so this thing's still hot. It's just it's what they call a black heat, but I'm going to try it right now. Take the grinder and see if we can cut this off. Let's get loud. I didn't like all those sparks. That's telling me that it might not be welded and that I have failed. I gotta switch this. Well, it also looks like I didn't cut all the way through the can. Alright, so maybe those sparks were just sparks. I don't know, we'll find out. Alright. There we go. Boy, this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. Hopefully, now it doesn't move. And it still moves. Well, you see, the grab bag camera work. You can see it still looks kind of powdery there at the end, but that's where my weld opened up. So what I'm hoping is that the rest of this is okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can see stuff. Is that a solid billet? I don't know. Ow! That was fucking hot. And I hurt myself. Tongs. Alright, I need to figure out how to do this. Rotate. Here we go. I can't tighten any frickin' more vise. Crap. Alright, where'd my chisel go? There it is. Well, well, there's my billet. It broke inside the canister. Let's see if I can get this other piece out. We'll be back. Okay, so got the canister off. That's a lot of work. I think it would be much worse if I didn't have the whiteout in there. I actually have some formed steel. It broke. That's still really hot. Let me switch it. So it broke, but it forge welded. So I'm gonna let this one's cool. So you can kind of see there, that became one solid piece of steel. So I'm gonna forge these out, I think, into a magic wand. So they broke. And then I took a minute to test my wand on the smaller piece. Yeah. And this opened up. Big old crack. I don't know why, but it happens. So yeah, I mean, it feels solid when I was hitting it, but I'm an amateur, so, but the crack opened up, so to be safe, I think it just might have been a cold shut where something didn't weld properly. So then this one's still kind of hot. So then I ground this one. Whew, damn, that's hot. Beep, making a video, thanks for the noise. And I noticed that this one has cracks as well. Shit, if I could hold it long enough. Alright, we'll just do this. Okay, so you see crack, goes up around like that. This one, right around there. So, my first canister Damascus is a success and a failure. Obviously, I need to weld better. I have a feeling that if that that end didn't open up, this wouldn't have had a chance to oxidize. Ow, still hot. And it probably would have went better, but you know, it's my first time, and I knew this was going to be a practice, but I still might be able to do something with this. Something to where the cracks aren't going to affect it. If I draw it out and they don't open up, then I think I want to try doing a wand. But what I learned, weld my caps for my can, besides just better, inside, not on top of, so this way they won't pop open when I hit it. And this, you can actually see, make sure my whiteout doesn't clump. You see that right there? That's a big chunk of whiteout. I think that got in there, and that's what formed the big crack here in the center. So, but it did come out of the can relatively easily. So that was good. My forge can get up to welding temperature. That's good. But yeah, so that's what we learned. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right.